So glad you could join us for a moment in God's Word. And of course, we're in 1 Corinthians, and the Apostle Paul has been talking about things like meat offered to idols and how that it was a big deal to some of the Corinthians because they were out of a pagan background and they wanted nothing to do with it. And then there were other Corinthians that understood, hey, it's just meat. There aren't any demons behind it or anything, in spite of what people did with it. And so Paul is still in that vein of conversation. He's saying basically, don't do something that will draw somebody away from Christ, something that will cause them to do something they think is a sin. And then on the other hand, if there's something that really you don't agree with, don't make such a big deal out of it that you forget what the real focus is on. And of course, he's saying the focus is on bringing somebody to Christ and helping a Christian grow. And so here in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 19 through 22, if you look at it just kind of shallowly and initially, it's almost like Paul's being a hypocrite. He's trying to be like everybody else. But actually what he's saying is, I don't flaunt the differences to the point that we forget what it's really all about. So here we go. 1 Corinthians 9, starting with verse 19. Though I'm free from all men, I've made myself a slave to all, so that I may win more. To the Jews, I become as a Jew, so that I might win Jews. To those who are under the law, as under the law, though not myself being under the law, because he's under grace, so that I might win those that are under the law. To those that are without the law, that's Gentiles, as without the law. Don't make a big deal out of your Judaism. Though not being without the law of God, but under the law of Christ, so that I might win those who are without the law. To the weak I became weak, that I might win the weak. I have become all men, all things to all men, so that I might by all means reach some. So he's not saying try to be like everybody else, but he's saying don't make a big deal about the differences. Don't alienate somebody with details. First of all, if you're a strong Christian, don't flaunt your freedom and wave it in the face of somebody that is all caught up in legalism. And then second of all, if there's somebody who doesn't know Christ, don't go talking to them about all of the things that they need to change in their lives. Just give them Jesus. Have a great day.